What's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. I apologize for not wearing a shirt today, but one of the things that I want to talk about in today's video is, again, the market selling off. And if you guys have been paying attention to /NQ or just the NASDAQ market, S&P 500 and Dow Jones, today was definitely the biggest red day that we've experienced in quite a bit. If you guys look at the 180-day chart, especially for /NQ, which of course is the NASDAQ future, you could actually see that it's a pretty healthy pullback. And yes, I did say healthy. And one of the things that we have been waiting for is this pullback. We're all wired in a way that we want to buy something for a good deal. So it really surprises me why people are so devastated that the market is pulling back, right? We talked about it in yesterday's video, and you guys absolutely agree that even some of you want it to pull back more for it to build larger margin for a potential larger recovery. One of the things that we have to understand is if, again, you pay attention to /NQ on the 180-day chart, you can see that it's been showing signs of a consistent and healthy uptrend. And after 20 days of consecutive green days and holding above the EMA line, today is officially one of the first days where we actually pull back and far below the EMA line, and we're getting closer to the SMA line, which I have mine set at a length of 180. A very standard length is about 200, but altogether we've pulled back enough that now it begins to make sense that for all those that are long-term investors, this is your time, right? Especially if you were super hyped up, about Tesla, if you were super hyped up about the stock split about Apple, if you're super hyped up about ZM and its overall performance, now is the time to get prepared. And I want to give a huge shout out to our Learn Plan Profit team. We had an amazing live trading session at Market Open today. They caught some of the action. I was able to close a little bit over $2,900 profit. I took a little bit of a loss on TQs, of course, as it's been selling off. But I do want to remind you that on SQQQ, although I did do very well with it today and yesterday, it is only because the market has been pulling back. And of course, SQQQ goes up when the overall market pulls back. Is SQQQ, I call it SQs, something that I plan to hold overnight or that I would ever encourage to hold overnight? You guys can see in this picture right here, SQQQ for the past 180 days has been consistently selling off as the overall market has been performing exceptionally well. I take it day by day, and it's a triple leverage ETF that comes at a greater form of risk. So although the market now pulled back 5% today, SQs pushed up over 15% today, and I got my little piece of pie again, being able to take advantage of those day trades as the direction was super clear, right? The market was selling off, SQs was pushing up. There's no reason to overcomplicate it, right? As a day trader, I just put my money in whatever it is that is showing signs of an uptrend. And if you tuned into the Learn Plan Profit live trading session, you would have seen me do that exactly. Now, what do I plan to do tomorrow? Well, no one knows. No one actually knows how much more the stock market is going to sell off. At the end of the day, the market can continue to pull back even closer to the SMA line, and honestly, I think that would be amazing as we would set ourselves up for a better reversal. I think that we can all agree that this pullback was long overdue, especially after that consistent 20-day green streak. So don't be surprised, be prepared. And the thing that I want to talk about today is how we plan to do this. Just like everyone was super excited about 2 weeks ago about the stock split and how Tesla was going to the moon, I still want that energy more now than ever before. A healthy pullback now presents a healthy reversal opportunity for all these tech companies that were showing signs of a consistent uptrend and of course were overvalued. And what I want to talk about today is now because we are presented with this opportunity of this little pullback where now we can actually buy something for a decent deal, and if it continues to uptrend as it's been uptrending for literally the past 4 to 5 months. So it wouldn't come as a surprise that as it pulls back, especially if you're currently not invested in anything, that now is the time to get prepared. So I'm going to list the different stocks that are tech focused that I currently have in my watch list. All right, so now that I got done with the list, Tesla, Amazon, Apple, Zoom, AMD, Alibaba, which is BABA, Roku, ROKU, Netflix, NFLX, NVIDIA, NVDA, and of course, check as we're re-entering the school year, would make sense, it would gain traction, and that's CHGG. One of the other things that I do also want to talk about are ETFs. ETFs, first let me say it, ETFs are something that I trade. They are not for everyone. But for those that want to learn a little bit more about it and want to test things out, especially more now than ever before as the market pulled back, you heard me talk about SQs. SQs goes up when the market goes down. That is the bear ETF for NASDAQ. TQs, which is TQQQ, is the bull ETF. That one goes up when the market goes up. So now that the market pulled back, if you're not already with an open position in TQs, it's not that it's the time to buy right now, but if we begin to get indication of an overall reversal, it offers nearly a 15 to 18% margin based off of where it's currently at to where it was previously trading at. And if you think that the market is going to recover, just like these different stocks that I listed, now is the time to prepare. Now, I know a lot of you guys have a big focus on the S&P 500, so I went ahead and I wrote down SPY for all those that love trading the S&P 500 index. So the thing that really excites me about this is we are literally presented with an opportunity more now than we were a week ago. Yet a week ago, everyone was ecstatic. Everyone thought that every single tech company was going to the moon, and it was just too good to be true. I literally spoke about it in every single video. And it's not that anyone can predict a reversal or a pullback. They just tend to happen, and it is a healthy, yes, healthy correction. So now that it pulled back, now is the time to build your watch list and set your alerts. So when you get proper indication of a reversal, which we've talked about multiple times, right? The 3 stages of a reversal: rejection, consolidation, and confirmation. 1, 2, and 3. Right now, we're in the rejection phase, right? We still haven't identified a support for a lot of these tech companies. A lot of these tech companies are still selling off. So instead of buying the dip, we can wait for stage number 2, right? Where it begins to consolidate and it's not selling off anymore, but it's also not making higher highs. Therefore, it's in the consolidation phase, which is showing signs of a potential support level. Then when we actually begin to indicate signs of an uptrend, that is the confirmation stage, and especially because the overall market has been showing signs of a consistent uptrend, it's not that it just has shot up in the past 5 months, it's that it's been slowly showing signs of a consistent uptrend, and throughout that uptrend, there's been healthy corrections. And these points are the ones that I think are the best time to buy to set yourself up for a better tomorrow. And you guys can let me know what you guys think. Do you think that the market right now, we are in the early stages of a potential reversal? Or do you think that it's only going to get worse moving on forward? You guys can let me know in the comment section. And again, the stocks that I listed behind me are in no way any stock suggestions. They're just the series of tech-focused stocks that I've seen that have dropped from 10 to 15% since we've seen this pullback, which if we do end up making a reversal, this can lead to a healthy recovery and of course, margin for potential profit. So the one that I'm going to mainly be focusing on, which should catch you at no surprise, is going to be ticker symbol TQQQ. It's not that I'm going to buy today and that I think it's going to go up tomorrow, but it's one that I'm okay with patiently waiting for, because like we've said before, the more patient you are for something to sell off, the larger the margin for potential profit that you build for yourself if it actually ends up making an overall reversal. So I really do appreciate you guys' time. I really hope that the past 2 days have not put you in an unfortunate situation. And if you feel like you are very angry or unfortunately devastated because of overall market conditions, the very simple idea that I can share with you is you might be trading with too much money. If you can't handle the red days, then you have not earned the green days. And of course, these past 2 days are no exception. So I hope that you learned something new. If you guys did, I hope that you guys can consider dropping a thumbs up. Don't forget to stay connected and join our free Facebook group, or the largest Facebook group in the world for those who invest in the stock market, and that's that first link down below. If you guys want to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, you guys heard me talk about that. It's the Learn Plan Profit group, and you guys can click the second link down below to learn a little bit more about it and join us tomorrow at Market Open. Until then, we'll see you guys on the next one. Take it easy, team.